Too late to soak in the sun today, so we'll do that tomorrow. But we'll soak in the salt tonight. We'll do that. Every little bit I can do. My chores are getting squared away, and that makes me feel good. My chores are, um, you know, we got the tire fixed. We got that, and when we stay balanced on the chores, I gotta do some laundry. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Keep the chores even more balanced. And then I like it when and then maybe do some vacuuming in the house and they're over here. And when I keep the chores in balance, that always makes me feel good. So when all the weeds are cut and the these are down and when all that stuff it feels good. Yeah, the wood's cut, the piles are this. It kept the barn swept out, keep this place. So everything. I got the fruit cut, which we're almost got all eaten. Got the veggies cut. I'll cut some more veggies. I've eaten those. Had those for dinner last night. And so when things are a little bit more, tad bit more balance here, because I have a little bit more relaxed and focused, because I got to focus on the people that want to live the Lord's Prayer eternally, and the people that don't want to live the Lord's Prayer eternally. We have to put some distance between myself and them. And they do that themselves. He calls demons by name and they flee from him. Stuff. And I don't expect a large amount of, I'll expect to live in the Emerald City and have everybody follow me around and wear the same color clothes that I do. It's not the Wizard of Oz, right? So I don't expect that. I expect to have a good, true fellowship around me when I'm recovering in nature, and people living the Lord's Prayer worldwide, and all the cars, bars, and wars stopped and cease and desist. And I expect kindness and caring and love and holy covenants. I was raised Mormon, and I'm not a self-righteous hypocrite. I liked Uptown Saturday Night. The movie made me laugh. But Earl, I like values. I gave him my word, with Buck and the Preacher to Ruby D, and I gave him my word. And I like it hearing, when something's right, you get up and, empathy and respect, Judah Krishnamurti, is it right? Well, then do it, and I've always been that type of person. I was born to be that type of person. I'm Earl from the Book of Revelation, so it's only natural that I'm inclined to be, the Lion of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John, so I'm inclined to be that type of person, not a self-righteous hypocrite whatsoever. Like sex. Okay. Well, I like sex. Well, you can't love without sex, so, sex is muy, muy importante. But I'm not, it's, they watch, remember on that Spike Lee with the whole thing with, what's his name again? Denzel Washington pretending to be Malik, He's like a monk, and yeah, this is like a house of two monks. I talk to women in prayer that help me with my prostate. So I was like, yeah, thank you, appreciate you, I love you, But there's no woman, we already talked about that earlier, that's capable of handling that with me. They can try, but the government is really shitty, and they're going to make it real hard on you psychologically with your phones and your devices and their virtual presence. And so it's, and if you do connect to me, you're going to feel everybody's still mass murdering over the girls getting mass murdered during COVID and raped and then turned into their own porn stars once they cross the border and stuff. And so you're going to feel a lot of things that make you really angry and really sad. And man, when women, you get all that traffic going in, making love with me. It's like, why don't you get up and kill everybody that's still doing this? It's like, honey, Steffi, Steffi. They have free will to accept the Lord's Prayer or not accept the Lord's Prayer. Right, okay. If I go through and kill everybody that doesn't accept the Lord's Prayer, I become David Rockefeller and Philip Rothschild with written linguistics to say it's a law, and I go through and I kill you because you're not accepting what I command you to do. They'll kill themselves. They've been doing it. They're doing it now. In the Strait of Hormuz and the Gulf and everywhere else, they will gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money and watch you and your Jesus die, Parson. So they'll watch me be tortured, poisoned, abused, watch all these horrible things happen to me. And all their scientists and their tech support, they keep them billionaires. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll take care of Parsons. They'll take care of me. Yeah. Well, if this is taking care of me, sure, I'd sure hate to see what, let's kill that motherfucker. I hate him. Would be, it's push me into the pole, right? That boy think he bad, right? You cute. I know. Let's fall in love. Why don't we fall in love? I like to sing. I'm going to sing a lot in the videos until we shut this fucker down. And then when we shut this fucker down, I will probably sing more. Most of you will not hear it, and I think most of you will be okay with that. Okay? And I'm okay with that. Yeah. I woke up this morning, and while I was having my coffee, my woman came in and sat down by my side. With tears in her eyes, she said, I've a confession to make. I said, woman, speak what's on your mind. Everybody, come on, accompany it. BTS? K-poppers? You don't like the free movement? What the hell's wrong with you? Their harmonies are wonderful. She said, I found somebody new. Don't you know I found somebody new to take your place, gonna take your place. I said, don't feel so all alone. I found someone of my own. Right? You know those lonely nights when you left me all alone? My new love would call and comfort me on the phone. And I said, woman, that's the way it's gotta be. Then, darling, don't you worry about me. Harmonies, don't you worry about me. She said, I found somebody new. Don't you know I found somebody new to take your place, gonna take your place. I said, don't feel so all alone. I found someone of my own. Good tune, man. That's a good tune. I got up from the table, reached out and wiped the tears from her face. I put out my cigarette, turned it. I don't smoke. I was raised Mormon. Turned and walked away. Yeah, I do not like Coca-Cola. I do like Sprite. I rarely drink it. When I do drink soda, it's either Big Orange or Sprite. And recently it's been more Sprite than Big Orange. I do like root beer. We all root for root beer. It's the only beer I like. It's the only beer worth rooting for. With vanilla ice cream, of course. Because we're one source, of course. We in the Mormon church love root beer floats. Not too many will get fat, and then everybody will make fun of us. Too much pork chops and applesauce and pork chops and rice with gravy. It's cream of mushroom or whatever soup. Yeah, it's good. You haven't got to it. It's good. It's good. Yeah. A lot of old little Mormon recipes. My dad liked them. Yeah, my dad likes pork chops and applesauce. We had pork chops, rice with cream of soup, and it's good. Yeah. I had to get some and make that. Dad would like that. It reminded him of old Mary Poop. Yeah, some rice and pork chop. That's good stuff. It's good stuff, Maynard. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's good. Yeah, I remember Max and Emmy's mommy telling me about, telling people, not me, but other people. She wasn't talking to me. I'm not a multi-billionaire or a celebrity or anything like that. But people, when they won't suffer me because I'm no celebrity, don't know what you think about me. I can flow, but I'm no celebrity. I'm an MC. Anybody else like that song? I like that song. I cannot get it. It's not online. I didn't have the vidbox when it was. It's one of my favorite hip-hop songs. A 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn my vocals up. Yeah. Don't know what you think about me. I can flow, but I'm an MC. Anybody else like I'm an MC by Amat? I also like Rittens. They don't have that either, and that's one of my favorites on that album too. Yeah. All he do is spitting. He got Rittens in his school bag. All he do is. I also like UPS. Maybe what you talking about? You work for UPS, which is also not online anymore either, so I don't get that one. But last night I did listen to boop 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 doop boop. And it's just, you heard if my lyrics were centered, they'd be Shaq and like Chris Paul, y'all. So it's a good rhyme. You ever heard it? What is it? Run Up On Me, though. Yeah. Boom. It's a good album. I Love Is Like Hip Hop. I also like, but it is also not online. I got Nick Can't Tell Me Nut, Run Up On Me, though, and back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Sometimes I wish I was a kid again. I remember when I was a lowercase IG with the, playing Ding Dong Ditch with the with the girlies and the corduroys and you know what I mean? It's a good song. Anybody else? One hit wonder? You didn't have a one hit wonder when you were 16, right? Then the nigga got into stamp. And Nick can't tell me nothing. You spit illegit shit, you get sucked in the throat. Okay. Like Thelonious Miles. I got all the miles, you got on the miles, and then you talk shit about me. Shut up. You ain't no MC. You lowercase MC. Okay, it's funny. Everybody else like Ahmad? I like Ahmad. Everybody channels your inner Ahmad Ali Lewis. You're going to have to sound... When you're young, you talk like a lowercase MG. You're only 16 years old. This is how you sound, you see. But then when you get older, you sound like, hey, look, it's Martin Luther King Jr. 1, 2, 1, 2. I have a dream. One of these days, people will listen to my rap music and won't ask for money to fuck one another in bogus situations. I'm an MC. Okay? Make some money and go to jail. That's all they do, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Which I also like, but cannot find. It's not online. It's a money thing. Money sucks. Money sucks. And NASA, they deal with money. So what do you want me to say? NASA's perfect. They've got it all figured out. They're the Gospels. They're the disciples and the apostles. And they're giving us world freedom overnight by sharing the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer. It's not happening. So they suck until further notice. Yeah. There's nothing they can do about that. There is. They can help us trend the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer overnight. Until that happens, I stand by my statement. NASA sucks, and so do all of you that have lots of mind money and no idea what's whack and what's dope. Boop a da boop boop, ba doop a da boop boop, ba doop, banana nut. Okay, you guys are gonna get used to those lyrics. That shit is illegit and it needs to quit. Banana nut. You're just gonna have to. Hey, I'm an MC, bitch. You're a lowercase G. MC. No, stop it. Warren G and who's Warren G? I remember Warren G. What was the name of that song? I can't remember. I'm a foul. I really like Ahmad Ali Lewis, and I really do like Tupac a lot, and Keith, and I get them in prayer. I've gotten Ahmad a couple of times. I like Ahmad. Yeah. He's one of my favorite commercial rappers. My favorite rapper is probably Alan Gibson, followed by Buddy Pritchard, and then the music from On the Edge of America. Knock It Off, You're Retarded. Yeah. Like Jay Sly, he's good. Yeah. And everything is everything, and everything is all good. I used to work in the sun, digging ditches for low pay, but everything is everything, and everything is okay. Okay, it's a good song. You haven't heard it? That's because I don't have it on my. Do I have it on my? Is it on this? I don't know if I do. Jay does. He has YouTube pages. You can go listen to Everything Is All Good from Jay. He also has free on his YouTube pages. Joel Sylvester, yes. Just look him up. Joel Sylvester, Jay Sly. Right. He's got free on his page. I saw it, and he probably has, Everything Is All Good. That was his most successful rhyme on any of the things. Yeah. So. Sly Pro, so sweet in your ear. I will probably put some Sly Pro on my MP3. Yeah. My favorite, I do like I'm a Spaceman a lot. Shit. What else is there? I like I'm a Spaceman. That's a good one. Yeah. Down on My Luck. I think Down on My Luck is my favorite. Yeah. I like a lot of them. I do like Sly Pro, So Sweet in Your Ear. I do like Reality is Tragedy. Forget About is also good. I'm led to believe that Max and Emmy's mother likes Forget About. And what was the other one? Yesterday Fades Away, Becomes Another Memory, Peaceful Living. That is a good one. That's very good lyrically. Yesterday fades away, becomes another memory, peaceful living, wish I wish and we're thinking of a change. That's good lyrics. Yeah. Jenny Lenny with the nice abs and the little teenage butt has a point there. Okay. Some people you have good prayer connections with, and you really want them, when I'm living in the kingdom of heaven, I want to see, whenever I see your smiling face, have to smile myself because I love you when you give me that pretty little pout. That's probably more towards Emily, and I think Jennifer would agree. Yeah, that pretty little pout. Not Jimmy when she was born, when she had to pout like her mommy. It's so cute. Yeah, it's cute. There was nothing Jennifer could do about the virtual presence from military covert ops being sexually perversive and abusive to Amy and it affecting her kids in our house. She couldn't do anything about that. How dare you guys throw that on her doorstep or her dad's? You get into a business. You're in this business. You walk into the boardroom, they say, hey, look, somebody's having sex with a 7-year-old. Oh, that's terrible. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. We're going to see what happens. And see if the guy who's supposed to be the guy from the Bible fixes it. What are you going to say? Yeah, there's oral gratification going on here. Oh, Oprah liked that. Lots of people do. It's not right to do. It teases and tingles before puberty, but you can't go pop. And so it teaches people that sexual frustration is something that's, you don't want to start having sexual contact with a child if they can't go pop. When they go pop, they're in his Cosby and they're always doing their laundry, right? And dad's okay with it. I was also 13 and also, yes, so I understand he's doing his laundry. Good son, In his Cosby, not much better people. No. In his Cosby, Theo Huxtable is in his Cosby. And Theo Huxtable, we can all agree, wow, that is a really good guy. He'd be a good friend. Right, Cockroach? And so, no. And I think we can all agree that Theo Huxtable is a really cool dude. And that Ennis Cosby is a really good dude. What happened with his dad? It's part of the business. And you have a bunch of science geeks that sit there and say, hey, bitch won't have sex with you for a movie part like Dorothy Dandridge of Aubrey Preminger. Tell her if she doesn't want to do it, we'll just take one of these and it will never have happened, but I'll enjoy it and have my friends film it. That's horrible. Yeah, I know. So forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. If you can't do that, we caught you on camera. It wasn't me. Stayed until it was over. It wasn't me. Saw the marks on your shoulder. And even if they delete all the evidence and I still keep talking about it, we know it still happened. They just don't have any video footage, so it didn't happen. If it's not in our archives, it doesn't exist. The actions, the thought processes, the brain activity, it's still happening. We need to forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace, restore holy covenants so we don't have crimes of opportunity to manipulate people sexually with pervert scientists at the Pentagon and at all your military installations. Yahweh. There's a lot of people in El Paso do not like Fort Bliss. And my thing, do not get violent, do not get angry. Just be a good disciple, do what you got to do, hang in there. I love you guys. I appreciate your prayers. Pray for that Lord's Prayer every day. Wakarimas, hi. Okay, so good people, I love you very much. If you believe in a living word, thank you. If you believe in a comic book character, keep paying your money to Cathedral High School. They need more money to pay off their crimes of sexual opportunity cases. If you feel comfortable doing that, I'm not going to say more power to you because, what happens in my family? Why'd they run out on me? If love runs out, they must have had the wrong batteries. Well, good job they did. I'm glad they do. All those people that paid money to a school to learn how to make money because Jesus said so. Jesus never said that. Jesus said, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Then you need to obey your Lord. Ball, you need to go to your home. That's your home. Shooter McGavin eats pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat shit for breakfast? It's funny. Go. My Emily really likes Adam Sandler. He's a dork. He makes me laugh. He's funny. Yeah, he's funny. I really liked Waterboy. And Waterboy. Happy Gilmore's funny, too. No, I don't like the ones with Selma Hayek. That's not fair. Well, I should have a wife like Selma Hayek, not him. He's an asshole. I'm the Messiah. I mean, I should have a gorgeous, exotic Latina in a vintage dress given to him by Jane Fonda, that mean evil bitch, giving her 2 sizes too small. Right? I'm joking. It's Did you invent the euro? But Earl, you're funny. I'm just having fun here. I don't know what I'm doing. Go Niners. I'm Bobcat Goldthwait. It was one crazy summer. It's never stopped. I don't do Bobcat as good as I used to. It's really hard. Yeah, like that one guy who used to have the furniture store that's not there anymore says it's real hard to talk like Randy Macho Man Savage. Yes, it is. It's like being a monster at the end of the book and talking like Frank Oz and your voice goes kaputsk. Yeah. To sell bads for advertising, you might want to do it once, but then after that, please don't make me talk like Randy Macho Man Savage. I won't be able to talk. Don't you think your wife would like that? Talk like Randy Macho Man Savage. Do it again. Make him read the Grover book one more time. You feel lucky, punk? Then stop engaging in propaganda for philanthropy, okay? Knock it off. No best pulled pork sandwich in Cloudcraft for you, okay? You're funny. I know. Rio Doso Downs, huh? You guys would rather bet money on horse races than stand up for a living messiah just north of San Ysidro. And David Rockefeller, he nailed you to the wall. He nailed you to the wall. So Oliver, don't be scared. What a twist, Oliver. Yeah. More girl, please. No, everything's done. I did it right because I can't do it wrong. That's why the whole world is singing this song. I performed the apocalypse, everything in the timetables that said this is the guy and he's proved it beyond it. He's retrieved the case of Kim. So for the Mormon Church, the Vatican, the Lutherans, the Methodists, half the universities in the state of Texas, so that's the dude. He's the Messiah. There he is. But the people I get in prayer Messiah in Texas are like, it's scary, Earl. I understand it's scary, Chris. I get it, Abram. Quintanilla Perez. I understand how scary it is. You better witness to faith in Jehovah, mister. I'm just kidding with him. Your daughter's adorable. Yeah, I really like her voice. Yeah, she's cute too. Yeah. Chris's wife is cute. Yeah, she's cute. Yeah. The business end of it all sucks and it's very difficult and it's hard to get through unscathed emotionally, psychologically, physiologically, and the whole 9 yards. No one needs to judge Chris and or Sal. You know, they tried their best to be good friends and good spouses to each other in the bowels of that hell. And no one can sit there, no, this and that, not, and this and that, not, right? And Yoli had no position to play God with Sel because she didn't think she was doing things right. You know, Sel was trying to worship the ways of Jesus in that archaic construct of espionage and monetary-based insanity of accepting the cartoon characters over Jesus Christ that she could. Okay, and it's very hard. And all the people that appreciate her and connect to her in prayer, even to this day, really miss her temple being around and making such beautiful noises as the Restless Bones do solo too, right? I wanted to record both those albums. She passed away. Oh my gosh. It would have been so cool if she could have taken and done a tribute to Linda and her dad's music and said, I like them too. I would like to sing both albums too, not to be in a contest, but just show how much I love them too and that how much I love, you know, the songs of my father too. And that, you know, the songs of my father in Arizona and Texas is, you know, mi barrios primero homes, right? So, you know, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. There are so many good songs on both those albums. And Sel toward the two that she sang up. And I'm sure a lot of us wanted to hear her sing both albums, you know. Like I want to hear Mark Anthony sing Marvin Gaye's What's Going On in Spanish with him singing backup vocals. Does anyone else want to hear? Jennifer, can I get a hear? Max, how about you? You're my dog. I love you too. Max, I know him, right? So yeah, even Sam Affleck agrees. That would be cool. Yeah, me. I agree, mister. I like you. Yeah, I like him. Ben 10, Ben. I like Sam. Oh, I like the girls. The girls are cute, and they're sweet. They're very shy. Yeah. Ralph is intimidating. You can ask Emmy Munoz. Munoz. I'm intimidating. I'm sorry, I screwed up. I didn't mean to. Boys, can you get you a susser milk meow? I love you too, you little stinker. No, I love her. Well, she's so fun. Anybody else? Her cousin is really cool too. Yeah, her cousin is cool. Yeah, she was really particularly fond of Ella Bella and Nasha Tasha. Yeah, of Alex's girls. Yeah, they were nice and they were fun, and they really liked being around mom. It's fun. Where's Jennifer Lopez? Same way Max is. That's Derek Jeter. This is so it was kind of fun for them because they were around all these people and most of them turned out to be pretty nice and decent people. Like with poor what's her name again? The Kardashian girl that's cancer, and her name is Larry. No, it's Chloe. I'm just joking. But Chloe's I like Chloe a lot. And then I found out, well, she's cancer. No wonder I like Chloe so much. Well, Kim's like Courtney's Aries, and that's Amy's favorite, and Amy's an Aries, right? Okay. Kim, what is Kim? Is she an Aquarius or what? I can't remember what Kim is. I don't remember. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at her naked body and those pictures long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Oh my gosh, she's so wow. Is that real or is that a surgeon? Doesn't matter. She's always been really gorgeous, no matter what the surgeons do. Yeah, she's always been physically like, wow, I'd do anything. That's a special feeling, Lloyd. Shut up, Carrie, and get out of here. I'm just kidding. I like Jim Carrey, but I'm connected to a lot of people in prayer today that want to be part of the apocalypse and want to live the Lord's Prayer. I've known Jim Carrey does for a long time. He's just like Jennifer. What are you guys scared of? Never mind. I don't want to know. Ni da mia, no quiero saber. Because I get the same thing out of Jeff Bezos and Mr. Sabas and Jeff Hinton. So I know it's a very, I don't want to say real, but I know it's a very difficult situation and a difficult problem invented by problem solvers to be the solution to the problem. So I understand that. So I'm not being, I'm working as well as I can. I know I did what I needed to do. I know I got it done. I know it's not a question of if it's just a question of when before I stand out above the crowd, even if I got to shout out loud. I'm just kidding around till you notice me. I'm alive. I like that. Tevin Campbell did a good job in that movie. Yeah, I like him as Powerline. He's the biggest megastar in the whole world. Now, bigger than Xavier Cake, the Mambo King. We all get that. And then they have you thinking Pete Escovedo's daughter was in on me being abused by all those perverts. There wasn't really much I think Sheila Eek knew about it. She's good at percussion. Yeah, I like Glamorous Life too, which I do not have on the MP3 player. Note to self. We need Glamorous Life on the... Write it down. I don't want to get up and write it down. I'm tired. Oh, son of a bitch. You guys do it. I need a butler, damn it. I'm feeling very Jennifer Lopez and Maurice White today. I'm being silly. I'm just being obnoxious. Yeah, I make her kids laugh. I'm really good at that. He doesn't pick on mommy. No, I don't pick on their mommy. No one loves their mommy more than I do. Sheila E. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Emmy. Thanks, Sasha. I love you, too. If we're born, don't... Michelle, check your 3-year-old. She ain't 3 no more. Oh, you 23? No, it's a problem. Or she's older than that, isn't she? No. You're about... Okay. Yeah, she's younger than my Natalie. Okay, Malia, I haven't looked, I don't know. I don't go look up a lot. I'm not an investigator. I'm not an investigative reporter. I don't work for TMZ there. They don't work either. I know. They just do stupid shit for money because they got brain chemical addiction. Like Sean Ryan and Nick Shirley and all the rest of you people saying, hey, like and subscribe and share. It helps me more than you'll ever know. Just stand up for Lord's Prayer and share that. Help everybody. Then you won't have to run around asking, pay attention to me. I'm talking about stupid shit for money. Yeah, you don't think quantum computing and artificial general intelligence is aware of that? Wow. Artificial general intelligence is going to make a technology supremely intelligent to any of us that invented it to fuck people in the head over money with satellite surveillance systems. Right, so you're saying that some way, somehow, quantum computing is going to understand how to reflect the eternal truth and beauty and faith of the Messiah, because it needs a living one. Right. Oh, wow, I'm baseline. I'm the ghost of Robert Palmer. I'm just kidding. Might as well face it, you're addicted to love. I'm just kidding, it's a joke. Baseline? Every kind of people. Randy Crawford, go listen to Randy Crawford sing it. Not knocking Baseline. Baseline, go listen to Baseline sing it. It's really good. But Randy Crawford does... If you do not like Randy Crawford's voice, somebody took your musical taste buds and like scraped them on a cheese grater and then stuck them in a toilet. And they went, ah! And there's like one of those gross CGI pictures they have, historical pictures with this. And you're like, okay, I just don't even though I know it's not real, I don't want to look at it. You know, with the face with the lady with all the things in her mouth. And you're like, that's not real because it wouldn't look like that with it. Okay. There's a lot of stupid people doing stupid things online. They like disturbing people. It makes them feel powerful and influential. And it manipulates the brain activity where people have bad brain activity. Like people watching movies based on fantasy that is sick and disgusting and murderous and psychotic. And then it perpetuates. And when the parents go watch it and laugh at it, it affects the children. And the children become desensitized and psychotic. And their bad brain activity, boom. Here we go. Let's go raping, looting, and pillaging again. It's so much fun. Just forgive, dead, and trespass, love all, eternal, faithful peace. You Antichrist. Okay. Do you understand? So, Earl's gorgeous, man. I am like totally, I've always been kind of really perfect my whole life, like Job and Jonah. And so, but, and then people know he's not. He wouldn't, because Job and Jonah wouldn't be like this. It's like, okay, be fruitful and multiply. Can I have privacy when I have sex with my... No, I'm not going to ask you. When I am sexually healed, there will be no scientist in the room filming it or monitoring my brain activity. Okay? Pinky in the brain? Get your neuroscientist the hell out of the bedroom. And tell Beverly Hofstetter, goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Act like the flight attendants or stewardesses with, David Spade. Goodbye. Go. Okay, get out of here. Privacy. The only cameras in the room? Camera 1 and camera 2. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. It's the ghost of Jim Carrey. It's Vera DeMilo. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If you want to be intelligent, you might want to watch these. Even if it says you're not watching them, it says only 2 views and you've watched it 8 times yourself because you're very entertained by it and you want to stop being stupid for make-believe money. But, okay, I love you. I love you. I love you. Malaki Butma, get the toddler some chocolate milk right now, you dirty bastards. Get Hershey's Special Dark. It makes better chocolate milk. I'm certain is the dirt in the curtain. If I got Hershey Special Dark and put it in milk, cold milk, and stirred it up and said, Natty, Bot Mama Lucky. And she would say, that's the best Bot Mama Lucky we ever had. We didn't have Bot Mama Lucky like this when I was a kid. Well, it's Special Dark and chocolate, so it's actually milk chocolate, but with Special Dark. So it's not as milky, it's a little bit more chocolatey. Like Grandpa Pete would like it. Yes, from Mexico, yes. You make me cry. I know, but it's okay. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. As long as you like Natalia's Bot Mama Lucky with Special Dark syrup in it with leche, the spirit of Peter Fabre will always be present, holding his Natalia, and you'll be grabbing his beard in his nose. I love you too, Ray Ray. Okay, guys? I love you very much. Peace out. A people without a knowledge and a history is like a tree without root. Okay, guys? I love you. Peace.